From the NMSU Department of Journalism and Media Studies in collaboration with KRWG, this is the student-produced News22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Diego Gallegos.
And I'm Bodie Fogden. KVIA-TV in El Paso is reporting that a Border Patrol agent shot and killed a man's dog while agents were searching his home for undocumented immigrants.
It happened on September 9th. The dog was a 6-year-old Rottweiler named Chop. The owner's attorney says her client told the agency had a dog that was secured in the bathroom. The attorney says the dog was left in the bathroom but was found 18 feet away. The attorney also says that doesn't add up and that the shooting was unjustified. Customs and Border Protection says the incident is currently under investigation. And guys, it's weird to say, but today was a really normal day of weather. Corey, why was that?
I think things are just getting back to normal, Diego. I think it's going to be all right. But if you can see out here, it's going to be dark tonight, but the sunset was at 5:09. You should be able to see Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune tonight before the sun or the moon comes out around midnight. Let's check out the local conditions. So it's going to be clear tonight. We're looking at a temperature of 65 degrees right now. Winds coming in from the southwest at 4 miles per hour. Humidity is at 12%. The dew point is 18%, and the barometer is at 30.8 and steady. 30.18. Sorry. The high tonight was 76 degrees with an average temperature of 54 degrees, a low of 40 degrees. The record high was 81 degrees in 1973 and a record low of 25 degrees in 2018. It did not rain today, so we're still sitting at 8.87 inches for the year. Back to the desk.
And stay tuned, Corey will be back with your national weather forecast.
The 4600 series of Love of Quilting is bursting with quilting techniques and patchwork projects.
In addition to creating memorable quilt blocks, we'll learn to make a simple quilted vest, a table runner made of men's ties, and a bag designed to carry your cutting mats.
You'll also master free motion and walking foot quilting, quilting in the hoop, serger techniques for quilters, and even quilt as you go.
We're excited to have you join us in the studio for this season of Love of Quilting.
Tuesday at 2:30 on KRWG-Public Media.
On season 14 of Patty's Mexican Table, I'm rediscovering my hometown of Mexico City. A place where layers of history and flavor are apparent on every street. Here, chilangos have a saying, México Mágico. Así impresionante, tan intenso, te inspira.
In this place, we celebrate everything.
Salud. Salud. Come with me as I write this love letter to the city that made me.
Friday at 2:30 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
So I heard you could see the Northern Lights last night.
That's right, and I think that there's even a slight chance that we could see them tonight. Corey, what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, before we get to the Northern Lights, let's just check out the temperatures across the country tonight. So as you can see tonight in New York City, we're looking at temperatures of 48 degrees. Down in Miami, we'll be looking at temperatures closer to 68 degrees. In the Midwest, in Chicago, we'll be looking at temperatures of 45 degrees. And then in Dallas, we'll be looking at 65 degrees. Salt Lake City is looking at 55, and Los Angeles is looking at 63 degrees tonight. But let's talk about the aurora. So tonight you'll be seeing the auroras as far south as Nebraska. This is going to be the minimum line, but I've seen some estimates that it could be as far south as New Mexico. So if you're curious, go ahead and go outside and give it a look. Checking out the next map, though, we can see what it's going to be looking like tomorrow. So the coronal mass ejection is expected to cause stunning auroras tonight and tomorrow. It's going to be the largest solar flare of 2025, and it could be your last chance to see it for the year. So it'll be peaking tonight between 5 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Give it a check. But that's all we have for the national forecast. We'll be back with the local after this break.
Fresh, traditional, original, the finest quality, and always tasty. Products that define a culinary culture and one of the greatest food capitals of the world. Follow the trails to Oishi, Tokyo on NHK World Japan.
Thursday at 2 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
I'm Eric Johnson, host of Garden Smart. Each week we travel the country north to south, east to west, exploring some of the most exciting gardens, as well as talking to industry horticulturalists about design principles, new plants, and also how you can be more successful with your home garden.
Saturday at 2:30 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
All right, so let's take a look at temperatures tonight. So as we can see, in Farmington tonight, we're looking at 58 degrees. It'll be a little cooler in the capital city of Santa Fe at 55 degrees. 63 degrees in Albuquerque, 53 degrees in Gallup. It's going to be 63 in Socorro as well. A little chillier down in a little chillier down in Ruidoso at 57 degrees. Looking at 65 tonight in Las Cruces and as well in Roswell, and 68 tonight in Deming. And then tomorrow you can expect still some kind of warmer temperatures. It's going to be 68 degrees in Farmington, 65 degrees in Santa Fe, pretty warm in Albuquerque and Socorro as well with 71 and 72 respectively. You'll be looking at 68 degrees in Gallup, 79 degrees in Clovis, 83 degrees in Roswell, 79 degrees tomorrow in Las Cruces, and 80 degrees tomorrow in Deming. But that's it for that's it for the state. Let's check out Alamogordo. So tonight it'll be 38 degrees, partly cloudy, and then tomorrow it'll be looking at 74 degrees, still a little bit cloudy. Checking out Truth or Consequences, it'll be 40 degrees, also partly cloudy, and tomorrow you might see a cloud or two in the sky, 78 degree temperatures. And in Silver City, we'll be looking at 40 degrees tonight, a couple clouds as well, and it'll be a high of 74 tomorrow, partly cloudy. And then of course in Las Cruces, we'll be looking at temperatures of 36 tonight, with a couple of clouds as well, and then tomorrow it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 78 degrees. Back to the desk.
But I think some athletes could. Carpio, what can you tell us about sports today?
Thanks, guys. Coming up in sports, both of NMSU's basketball teams dominated the New Mexico Highlands during yesterday's games. Now toss that remote, because News 22 Sports is coming up next.
Why do we travel? Good point. It's not just to find recipes, it's to learn something new about how to cook and how to think about cooking.
You go all over Italy looking for this mythical dish.
But it's all the unexpected things that make the trip worth the journey.
In the next few minutes, it may be the end of my culinary career, or it'll be some culinary sleight of hand. Ta-da!
This is why you travel, people.
Saturday at 4:30 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Hankins. To celebrate 40-plus years of Bob Ross on television, we're doing something special. In the Best of the Joy of Painting series, I'm presenting Bob's final unseen masterpieces exclusively to public television. These are paintings he created in preparation for episodes he didn't get to record, and I'm pleased to be able to share them with you. Please tune in as the joy continues.
Saturday morning at 8 on KRWG-Public Media.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
For the win! He got it! Welcome back, I'm Carpio Grego. Now let's talk about some sports. Well, winning is back in fashion at the Pan Am this season, at least for now. Let's keep that up, huh? In the primetime matchup, the Aggies welcomed the New Mexico Highlands Cowboys, and the matchup was a swift victory for the Aggies to start their season 2-0. Now, in addition to Jamel Jones leading the way with his 24 points, not far behind was Peter Rexches with 15 points and Augustine Ekwe with 10. In addition to lockdown defense, forcing 21 Cowboy turnovers and getting 3 blocks to leave coach Jason Hooten and Holleran at the start to the season. What more could you ask for? Now, the next game is a big one that everyone circles on their calendar. The Battle of I-25 with the Lobos is coming to town 7 p.m. for Saturday night. Now, the women are good at taking care of business. How about we keep that going as well? It's good when all the teams win. The Lady Aggies set the tone for the men, beating the Cowboys, thanks in large part to Lucia Yenis continuing her hot start to the season, 23 points, a block, and a steal, with Amani Warren not far behind, putting in 15 points and 3 steals of her own. Now, even though they won by a big margin, the Lady Aggies did have 34 turnovers. That's a school record, but not one that you want, is it? Luckily, the Cowboys didn't make the Aggies pay for it. The Aggies walked away with a 78-61 win, getting ready for their battle against the Lobos Sunday at 2 p.m. Now get the brooms ready, because I think it's going to be another sweep. And one of the GOATs is finally deciding to hang up his cleats for the national team. That's right, Cristiano Ronaldo announced that this World Cup will be his last time putting on the Portugal jersey. Now he's not done yet for club, but his accomplishments make quite the long list. 953 goals and counting, 143 of those for Portugal, too many world-class goals to name, 4 Premier League trophies, a European Championship in 2016, 5 Champions League trophies, and on it goes. Maybe he'll have some Messi magic this time. I hope he doesn't. Time will tell, so let's give him a nice farewell, America. Oh, and of course a nice "Sue" from the stands. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action tomorrow. Still head on News22. Corey's going to be back with your 5-day forecast.
Have you always wanted to try yoga? Here's your chance to lengthen, strengthen, and tone your body with Happy Yoga with Sarah Starr. In each episode, Sarah guides you through a modified yoga practice using a chair for support, providing you with an easy entrance into a gentle yoga practice, all while featuring the beauty of Mother Nature. Enjoy a yoga practice that is invigorating, fun, and accessible, but most of all, effective.
Have you ever tasted something that transported you to another world?
Dude, that's so legit.
I'm Chef Yavang. That's what I aim to do every time I cook.
This looks amazing.
As a Hmong refugee from Southeast Asia, I use food as a way to share my culture, my family, and our history. Join me as we step into the kitchen with local chefs to relish the cuisines and culture of our neighbors.
Wednesday at 2 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
So Corey, what's going on over the next 5 days?
Well, there'll be plenty of sunshine for the flowers. This week we're looking at a little bit of clouds, but for the most part it's going to be bright and sunny, nice and warm. 79 degrees, 80s until Saturday. Farmers market's going to be nice and warm as well. And then there'll be slight chances of storms on Sunday night, so keep an eye out for that. And then back to warm and sunny on Monday.
Not too bad conditions going forward, for sure.
It'll be nice.
That's all for News22 Wednesday. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight.
Yeah, and tune in tomorrow night for more news, but don't go too far because Sara Sanchez is next with Noticias 22 en Español. I'm Bodie Fogden.
And I'm Diego Gallegos from the whole News22 team. Bodie, Corey, and Carpio, have a good night.
This news brief en español is brought to you by Noticias 22, la información más completa de Nuevo México, El Paso y la frontera. Noticias 22.
Buenas tardes, es un gusto volver a saludarlos. Mi nombre es Sara Sánchez Aguilar y estas son las breves de hoy con Noticias 22. El conocido restaurante mexicano Mateos ha anunciado que cerrará sus puertas. En una publicación en redes sociales, anunciaron que el cierre se debe a una disminución en las ventas y a un aumento en el costo de los ingredientes que usan para preparar los alimentos. Mateos afirma que el aumento de los costos está afectando a su compromiso de utilizar ingredientes de alta calidad. El restaurante tiene un total de 4 locales, uno en El Paso, otro en Alamogordo y 2 en Las Cruces, uno ubicado en la avenida Universidad y el otro lugar en la calle Main en el centro de Las Cruces. Eso ha sido todo por mi parte. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos. No olviden seguirnos en nuestras redes sociales. Nos vemos. Bonita noche.